You love me.
So ladies, how many of you can walk into your restrooms, walk into your bedrooms, or walk into your vanity and grab that scent that when you sprinkle it on, it absolutely shuts the game down? I mean, game over. Yes, those are those scents that when you walk past your honey, your husband, your boo, they're absolutely left speechless. They're looking at you. They're trying to say something a little bit fresh, but they can't get the words out. Maybe all they can do is grab you. Yes, ladies, I'm talking about that fragrance, or perhaps it's maybe even that aroma. If you know Tonya, I know exactly what you're talking about. I got it on today. Or perhaps you're thinking, I know what you mean, but I ain't had none of those scents in a long time. Or maybe you're thinking, I kind of don't know what you mean, but please do enlighten me. If that's you, then you should definitely go ahead and hit the like button and come on and let's start this game together so that we can say game over on our husbands, our honeys, our boo, possibly today. Hello, good people, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tonya Felice, and for those of you that are new here, we're going to be chatting about all things fragrance, beauty, love, life, and whatever else I decide to chat about here on this channel. Today, as you heard, we're talking about those fragrances that absolutely give a vibe of game over. And they have to press start with you to get everything going again. So, guys, what I want to say is, if you are my subscribers, hello, good people, welcome back. If you are new here and you're thinking, hey, Tonya, I think I'm going to be able to vibe with this channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And if you are my subscribers and you have that fragrance that shuts the game all the way down, go ahead and put it in the comments. We need to have a collaboration about it. And the plus is helpful to other viewers because I know they're reading the comments as well. So without further ado, we're going to jump into a few fragrances. Now I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm not going to give you a note breakdown. I'm not going to share a few notes. Well, at least I'm going to try not to share a few notes. I simply want to tell you the reaction that I get from my man when I wear these fragrances. Guys, I was looking up something today, thinking about fragrances that men like. And oftentimes, we often think, oh, let me grab something sweet and sexy. Let me grab something sweet and sensual, because a lot of men, not all of them, but a lot of them do gravitate to those sweet scents. So I was looking online, I think it's at the Smell and Taste Institute out of Chicago, and they did some research, just kind of talking about fragrances and aromas that get men absolutely aroused, that get them absolutely standing at attention and waiting for you, or just automatically turns you into a whole snack and delectable, and they can't keep their hands off you. So with that in mind, some of the scents or notes or aromas that trigger this type of feeling for them consist of lavender. Lavender, yes, lavender is something, a great aroma, a great essential oil that you can put in the air, and it creates a certain vibe in the atmosphere. Also, citrus scents. Citrus scents gets them aroused and up. Like sometimes, you know how guys can be kind of sluggish, they may be tired from work or whatever, but I mean, like I said, if you got that pull out, game over type of fragrance, honey, you can wake them up real quick. So don't always think that you have to grab for something sweet. You may just simply be able to grab for your most citrusy scent and just create a specific zest in the atmosphere. You know that lavender is relaxing. A lot of fragrances have been graced with the scent note of lavender. I know when I put on my Tom Ford lavender extreme, my husband was like, "Oh, you smell real good." Now that's not the one that says game over and shut the show down. It's just one that he's like, you smell really, really good. Another note or another fragrance is licorice. A lot of people don't like licorice, but sometimes when it's embedded and intertwined in the scent, it can be absolutely amazing. Something else that was quite interesting was popcorn. Now, I saw an actual fragrance before that was glazed with the note of popcorn. Can't remember what it is, but it actually had that popcorn note in it. Perhaps it's not even a scent. it could also be the aroma in the atmosphere that gets them up, gets them aroused, and get them going. So today I'm going to go ahead and share with you some of my favorite fragrances that gets us going. Absolutely game over, shutdown mode. So the first fragrance that I want to share with you is by the House of Byredo, and it is Black Saffron. So what's that expression that I get, or what's that saying that I get from him when I wear this? He'll say, "Oh, you smell real sexy." And it's just kind of like a look in his eyes. It's not, "I'm going to grab you," and, you know, whatever type of sexy. It's just like, you know how somebody may be like, "Damn, you smell good." You know, like that type of scent is that type of sexy. And then one day he even said, "You smell like a rich, sexy beast." And so I was like, "Oh, okay, what that mean? I am rich, honey. I'm rich in spirit, rich in everything, okay?" And so this is one that I actually like to wear, guys. When I do wear it, I do feel like it's a very rich and classy type scent, but it does have a sexy vibe, a sexy edge. My little black dress, or sometimes I don't even like to go little black dress, honey. I like to go in my little orange dress or my little pink dress, something with a little vibe and pizzazz. You know, you can't never go wrong with your little black dress, but sometimes I get tired of the little black dress, honey. I want to spice it up a little bit. So that is that fragrance, and that's his expression. So the next one, and he purchased this one for me, and it is Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. Now, anytime I put this on, he'll say, "Oh, so you're going to wear that tonight? You're going to wear that tonight?" And honey, I kind of know what that means. You're going to wear that tonight? "Oh, yeah, I'm going to wear this tonight. All right, what you wearing?" Okay. So this is one of those fragrances that definitely gets him going, definitely gets a lot of compliments from guys. They absolutely love it. It's something in this fragrance that just kind of turns them on, turns their head, leans in a little closer, act like they drunk off something. This is that fragrance. Is it one that I pick up often? Ladies, no. It's not one that I pick up often. It is one that I keep in my collection for certain purposes. And really, guys, I don't know the last time I picked it up. So if you have it in your collection, go ahead and pull it out. You know, maybe spray the sheets with it. Maybe spray your whole body with it, whatever your nightie, you know, your trench coat, whatever. But that's just one of the fragrances, and that's the reaction that I get from him is, "Oh, you wearing that tonight?" "Yeah, I'm wearing this tonight." The next one, guys, this one is from the House of Jo Malone, and it is Scarlet Poppy, guys. This is going to be on all of my romantic lists. It's definitely on this list. Fragrances that shut the game down, game over. You need me to hit start again, because this is one I put on. When I put it on, you on the neck. You kissing me on the neck. You smelling my neck. You act like you can't just even take your hands away. This is not one that's gonna pop him in the face. It's not one that he may smell you when you getting dressed upstairs and the aroma has floated downstairs. Nope. It's one that you're gonna go to that stove in your heels and maybe your little nightie, or maybe your flip-flops and your little cute cut up little shorts, okay, your little boy shorts, and you over there doing your little, you know, stuff in the kitchen, getting yourself ready, or, you know, what have you. And he's gonna walk up to see what you're cooking, and you smell good, because it's not gonna fight with your food, okay? It's that one that's Moorish. It's gonna pull him in a little closer. He might pull you away from the stove, okay? Game over type of effect. This is that fragrance. This is one that I've said before I walked away from, but by the time I got in the car, honey, I had a revelation real quick, and I went back to pick her up, and I'm glad I did, because it shuts down the game every single time. So my next fragrance is new to my collection, but it's not new to my house. It's not new to my fragrance being this full bottle. Is new to my collection, but it is by BDK, and it is Passe Soir. Now, when I would wear the sample around the house, my husband would say, "Oh, you smell so good. You smell like some of that Come Get Me." Okay, well, if I smell like some of that Come Get Me then. Okay, y'all, don't mind me. But he would say, "You smell like some of that Come Get Me." And so that is the vibe I would get from this fragrance. And it really does have that effect. One of my friends here on YouTube and Instagram, AI the Great, and I'll link her channel below. She's recommended an actual body lotion. It's a body butter or a body cream, and it is by Origins. It's a ginger souffle. I put that on with it, and it kind of heightened it for when I wanted to wear it out and about during the day, as just a nice spring, leading into spring. This is an all year round fragrance, but I just wanted to wear it out one day for spring. It had kind of got a little bit hot here, and I layered it with that body lotion, and it smelled really good. But I can wear it by itself, and like I said, you got on some of that, come get me, okay? So if you have this fragrance, and if you don't have it and you think you want to pick it up or you want to know what it smells like, guys, I think on Twisted Lily, on maybe even Lucky Scents, even on the BDK site, you can find samples of this fragrance. I definitely think that this is one that you should have in your collection when you want to shut the game all the way down. And like I said, they have to press start with you in the picture. So my next fragrance, guys, my next fragrance is Gentle Fluidity Gold by the House of MFK. And this is one that is shuts the game down in a different way. This is one that I put on if we're stepping out somewhere. It's a classy event, it may be a nice dinner. It's one that I put on when I know we got to be interlocked in arms, and he's just gonna keep smelling me, keep smelling my neck, keep smelling the back of my neck, and he's like, you smell damn good. This is that fragrance, okay? This is the fragrance that I do. It's very classy, very elegant, but there again, it has that Moorish effect as well, honey. You keep pulling them back in because they know this is a classy lady, honey. I feel like every man loves a little classy, bougie, ratchet. What Megan say? Y'all know who Megan is, right? Okay. I feel like every man likes a little bit of that. Okay. So, oh, that might be my next video. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, so that's Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. So this next fragrance, guys, this is by the House of Guerlain, and it is Insolence. Listen, first of all, the purple juice, it smells like some kind of love potion, some kind of fairy garden. What does he say? This is another one. This is another one, guys. I put this on one day, layered with Victoria's Secret, a spray. I think it's called Velvet Petals. Typically, I do not get a lot of those sprays and things of that nature because some of them I like, some of them I don't like. But this one, I like to spray on my bed. It just has a very beautiful, nice aroma, especially in the springtime. I sprayed this one on. He got off work and laid on the bed like this. You know, kind of like, this is another one that he always says, you got on some of that, come get me. And when I smell it, it's so beautiful. It just smells very angelic. It's powdery. It's a little bit musky. It's just beautiful. But the reaction that I get from him is, I'm about to come get you. Can you wear that for me tonight? Those are things that I've heard him say behind Guerlain's Insolence. So Tonya, what else do you got for us, girl? So the next one is this is by Mugler, and this is 2020 Angel Eau Croisière. I'm laughing, guys, because when I put this fragrance on, he always say, oh, you got some of that eat me up on. You got some of that come eat me up on. And I'm like, it's either come get me, come eat me up. You smell like a sexy, like, what else are we coming up with? But this is one it's a sweetie. It is a sweetie, but it's sweet and sensual, and it's me, okay? It's me. And so this is one of the fragrances that he definitely loves. So this is near and dear to my heart. This is Marc Jacobs Decadence. This one brings all the boys to the yard. Like, everybody asks, what you got on? That smells good. When we go out a lot, my husband and I, we like to go eat. We like to go brunch, you know, that type of thing. We may like to go to the park. But if I wear this fragrance, guaranteed I'm turning heads. And it's so weird because I sat down and I thought about, let me just go through the fragrances in my collection. All of the ones that I have, from niche to designer, to ones talked about a lot, to ones that's not talked about at all. Tonya, what's that fragrance that gets you the most compliments, guys? I'm going to say it's Marc Jacobs Decadence. Every time. Not one time I've worn this fragrance and nobody said anything, but we're talking about, honey, him and game over. When I wear this fragrance, he doesn't even say anything, almost like you're speechless. Boy, you're speechless. Have I left you speechless? Do I have that effect on you, honey? Yes, okay. So this is just that fragrance. He doesn't say anything. He'll just grabbing me, holding me, kissing me, loving me. Yes, honey, yes. But anyway, so this is that fragrance. This is a fragrance that's really, really sweet. I recently smelled a fragrance that I wanted called Poets of Berlin by Wilhelm. If you think that this is a little bit too sweet, but you know that you love the fragrance, but it's a little bit too sweet or a little bit too cloying for you, check out Wilhelm Parfumery. It's called Poets of Berlin. Not as sweet, but it has to be the exact same DNA. Guys, last but not least. Now, this is a little bit different because this is not one that's shutting down the game in terms of right now. Stop what you're doing right now. Come here. No, it's not that type. It is, I'm going to give you some hugs. You smell so clean and refreshing. I'm not hiding away. I smell clean all the time. But you know. He says you smell so clean and refreshing. I guess I should show you, ladies and gents, the scent. And it's Chanel No. 5 Low. And I have to agree with him. It's so clean. It's so refreshing. This is another scent that is very Moorish. I like to layer it sometimes with this sample of Chanel Beige that I have just to give it another feel. But this is another scent that he's coming for me. Game is over, but in another way. I just want to cuddle. I want to hug a little longer. That type of effect. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is all of the fragrances that I have for you today. I am coming back next week with a sequel to this video. And yes, I'm inviting my hubby on set. I didn't want to invite him on set today because I knew that he would be blushing, probably a little bit embarrassed. Not really embarrassed. He's not embarrassed. He would have been blushing. So next week, I'm coming with a sequel to this video, and it's going to be something similar in the ballpark. Guys, that's all for today. If you have any of these fragrances and you've worn them and you get that same type of, bring it here, come here. You smell like a whole snack. I'm about to eat you up, honey. Whatever creative, honey. They come up with some real creative stuff, okay? If you have any of these fragrances and you get this type of vibe from your husband, your boo, your whoever, go ahead and leave me a comment below, guys. If, like I said, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as a part of the family. And thanks so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. And remember to put on those scents that absolutely shuts the game down. Game over. Bye now. Let's connect on Instagram at It's Perfectly Peachy.